boys and girls. This is a little tutorial to help you figure out how to read this music. Now you've seen my tutorial of how to play lullaby. We've handed out the music in class. You're starting at white belt right here. And now we're going to figure out how to play it by looking at the music. First of all, we're going to start with lullaby. We notice that there are 4 beats per measure. We notice that there's a repeat sign right here, so you're going to do the song twice. Take a look at the rhythm. It goes ta, ta, two, ta, ta, two, ta, ta, two, ta, ta, two. That will be useful in the future, so always take a look at the rhythm. But now you might be wondering what all these notes mean. In case you were not paying attention to class, or you were gone, or you're just starting this out, I'm going to spend a little time to tell you how to read these notes on the staff. Now, take a look down here at this, G. You notice that G is sitting on the second line. Half above the line, half below the line. That is G right there, and so is this. So we're going to label this pitch right here as a G. This one right here, it looks like it's in a space. There's not a line going through it. It's touching a bottom line and top line. That means it's in a space. The only note on this page that's in a space is right there. That's A. So we're going to label that as an A. And then this one right here, this one is on a line as well, but it's the middle line. Taking a look at here, this is the middle line. So that is your B right there. It's kind of messy since I'm writing with my mouse, but G-A-B. Now there's another way they can figure out which way, how you can see if it's G-A-B. Starting with looking, the bottom note is G, the middle note is A, the highest note on the page today is B. That's another way to look at it. I have made some little letters down here that are easier to read, so I'm going to bring them up. That's G, A, and B right there. Now, look at this one right here. This one is in the middle. It's the only one on a space. So, what is it? Here's your answer. It's A. This one is the lowest one on the page right here, the next one. It's on a line. It's the second line to be exact. So that one is G. On your paper, write it G. And then this is the same as that, and the same as this one right here. That is going to be A. And we're just going to keep going. Hopefully you noticed that this measure is exactly the same as this measure. So once you learn this measure, guess what? You know half of the song already. So knowing that these two are the same, let's go back and label that G, A, B. There we go. And now, here we go, the next note. Again, it's the only one in a space on our page. It's the second space, so it's A. And the next one, it's the highest one. It's the middle line. Middle line is B. Second line is G. Those are the notes for playing lullaby. So, now what? If you look again, over here, there are pictures of recorders here. Notice it says left hand on top, and it has a picture of a recorder with the front hole covered and the thumb hole covered, and it tells you that that's B. So when you are playing this one right here, your instrument, your fingers, look like this, covering the top hole and the back hole. When you're playing this one right here, A, your fingers, here's A, look like this, the hole in the back, 2 in the front, that's A. And when we're playing this one right here, that's G. Look over here, B, A, G. Oh, there's G right there. That means my fingers have to look like this. Thumb hole in the back and 3 covered in the front. The longer you make the tube, the lower it goes. So you have to cover all 3 holes completely to make it be a G. I'm going to erase the ink there. Now, for some of you, that's enough. You can look at that, see GAB, you're done. Some of you need a little extra cheat when you're starting out, and that is to write the number of fingers that you're going to have at the top in the front. So B is 1 finger, A is 2 fingers, G is 3 fingers. We'll keep doing that up. A is going to be 2. G is going to be 3. A is 2. Then 3, 2, 1. And then 2, 1, 3. And there's your little cheat to help you when you want to play lullaby. So by looking at the numbers here. Now, ideally, after you play it looking at the numbers and you get used to G is 3, A is 2, B is 1, ideally then soon you'll be able to just take all of these and delete them or erase them and play with that. And once you move on to the other belts, in order to test, you're going to have to erase all of that before you come up and test so that you're playing and actually reading the notes rather than reading the little cheats that you wrote underneath with the letters and the numbers. But if you need both of those cheats at the beginning to progress, then do it. Whatever you need to do to get you going. If you have any more questions, you can always ask me in class or send me an email. Good luck practicing lullaby.